ɛna nado kakra na ɔpɛgya mu kakra ɛna ɔde koduro 3,100 yɛnuanom sɛ na nado ebu akuafoɔ ɔyɛ krɔmfoɔ yɛnkɔ ne yɛnkɔnkɔgye yɛn sesa na nyame yɛ adom na sɛ yɛto aba ɛde ma wɔn a wɔn ba anya yie koraa no wɔn bɛma yɛ sidi mpem 6 yɛwura atofo ɔsɛn koraa deɛ ɔde kɔ sidi mpem 6 ɛne fa 70 koraa ɛna akuafoɔ hwan na sɛbi ɔmpa de pa ɛna akuafoɔ yɛ dimrika ɛna yɛkɔto aba ɛde ma wɔn.
Hello, very good morning. Welcome to this morning's morning focus. I want to say a big thank you for staying with us, and also sorry for the delay in transmission due to some technical issues. But thank God we're back in studios. And my name is El Samuels. I'll quickly running you through with the newspaper headlines, and also to welcome you on a fresh note by saying thank you to the mighty God. And I have with me my co-host, Bernard Agbamo Eduji. Bernard, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. L.
How are you?
I'm very fine and hope you are too.
I trust your night was good.
Yes, it was good.
Yes, good. I'm fine by His grace, for God and for country this morning. And I will we'll be going straight away to look at the newspapers as it drops in and get them onto the desk this morning. We'll look at it, and I'll also look at what the Lord is saying to us this morning. I want to say a big thank you. Remember, we also live across our social media handles on MBN 360. That's an MBN 360 is a social media handle that you can also join us on as we sojourn for God and for country this morning. And we appreciate every Tom, Dick, and Harry that has made time to join us on this morning's edition of the Breakfast Show. Grateful to all of you, and we look forward having a fruitful conversation. We'll be having members from the Lekma Polyclinic. We gave them some time up to now. I don't know whether they are in yet to talk about tuberculosis, TB. But up until when they walk in, don't we have a section, Christian Teta from the NDC will be joining us. We're still waiting for Edu Sechi. If it doesn't, then we have to cross over and join Lawyer Sebe on the line to have that conversation this morning. So those are the things we're going to do, and we want to say thank you. You can share your thoughts with us on 053-715-8638 is the numbers you can share your thoughts with us this morning. And today be Tuesday, is the 10th day of March. The first attempt probably won't yield any significant results. It will, however, get you into action and establish momentum. That's one thing you should look at. The second attempt may not bring the outcomes you intend, yet it will bring experience, knowledge, and also valuable connections. Achievement is a matter of persistence. Keep your energy high, your focus on the goal, and your awareness and curiosity strong, and you will get there. The next thing you have to do is to keep going. At some point, all that going will begin to go your way. Keep learning, keep experimenting, keep innovating, keep being willing to fail, and you will eventually succeed. A path that is easy will not have much unique value at the end. It is when you get in the habit of conquering challenges that you enter the realms of breaking a breathtaking success. So make the decision to achieve, then make the commitment to do what is necessary for as long as you must. Keep on the good work, even when the results are not so good, and make it happen. So this morning we encourage you, you will get there. All you need to do is to be persistent, consistent, and stay focused. And that is why we say morning focus.
Yeah.
We believe we'll get your attention to get focused this morning as we sojourn for God and for country. In between time, we'll be bringing you some of the snipes of information that will get through to us. Well, let's go to the Dispatch newspaper this morning. They say NDC 2028 flag bearer slot. Who wins? He has a picture of the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. You have the Chief of Staff. There's also there Julius Debra, the finance minister, in the person of Dr. Kessler Forson, the chairman of the NDC, Asidu Nketia, everybody call him Mosquito General. And then you have another person, that's Eric Opoku, also there. So all these people are vying to lead the MPP come election, NDC, come election 2028. Genuine interpersonal relations are excellent for unity. Our democracy has endured because we learn to compete without destroying. Mahama. Ghana will remain a model of democracy in Africa. Mahama. Those are the stories on the Dispatch newspaper this morning.
From the Dispatch newspaper, let's do the National Enquirer. Government bans land transit of rice, sugar, and others. Ghana's cocoa gamble. Why paying farmers double Ivory Coast price may be smart economics, not betrayal. Comes with a picture of CEO for Cocoa Board, Randiabi Doctor. Government hopes to clear cocoa farmer arrest within few weeks. Comes with Peter Boama Otokuno. GIS, that should be Ghana Immigration Service. Exchange rate disparity raises questions over service fee charges. And the finance minister set to grant clearance for NSA recruitment to address staff shortage. People who are interested in that sector should be on the lookout. Ghana tightens diamond export controls under Kimberley process review. And the last story on the front page of the National Enquirer, Anwar Afrik revamp. Expert calls for investment in Ghana's garment industry for job creation. Stories on the front page of the National Enquirer.
Now we do the archives. The archives have the story where interest-free Volta Youth Development Fund launched. Minister pledges 10% of monthly salary. Asidu Nketia donate 500,000 Ghana cedis. And this is a story that pathetic. So I don't call. I'm so it pisses me off. That has to do with a mother flocks 12-year-old daughter over sale of plantain without her approval. And if you see the damage to the girls, the back of is so bad. Very, very bad. And I don't know why parenting has become now a problem where parents flocks their children. This is not the first time, and it's happening consistently. I think we need to sit up as a nation. The kind of a thing we are doing to our children is unfair, and this is not really true. I think the law should deal with the father. Another SIM registration wahala is coming after former minister Shoni Wek, that's how I put it. Bolly Bamboy MP breaks ground for major project at Bolly SHS. Anyako Sebe finally get clean water after 20 years wait. So that's a refreshing story from Anyako and Sebe people in the Volta region. So those are the stories on the archives.
Let's do the Patriot Press. NPP's property owning democracy designed to empower ordinary Ghanaians. That is according to the Osahin Alexander Kwame Napenyo Markin, minority leader of Ghana's parliament. Judge me based on my competence, not English. Want to meet Dazzle's NPP Western Regional Executives. Let's rally behind Bawumia. He has a clear vision for Ghana. Osahin Apenyo Markin to NPP. Richmond Mensa declares bid for NPP UK branch chairman. Don't pressure Bawumia overrunning my choices, according to Patrick Yalbuama. Bawumia's Independence Day appeal. NPP flag bearer urges Ghanaians to unite behind a shared vision of opportunity and national renewal. Front page of the Patriot Press. This one seems to be a newspaper for folks in the NPP. Has only stories of the NPP. So.
Now the Daily Searchlight has the stories that Ghana's Mpox outbreaks infects more than 1,000. 8 dead as Ghana intensified national health, with a picture of the sector minister, Kwabena Mintah Akando. Closac strike cripples public system. Pastor arrested in joint cyber crime probe of an alleged abuse of minor. GMET initiates steps to address weather conditions and rainfall patterns. UN chief appalled by attack on the Ghanaian peacekeepers. Stories on the Daily Searchlight.
Okay, from the Daily Searchlight, let's do the daybreak. 5 dead, others injured in Benyiri clash. Comes with a picture of the Minister for the Interior, Muntaka Mohammed. Ni Ade appointed AU Ambassador for Agenda 2063. Retract and apologize. Ghana Link tells Star Oil. Any rapture at VP's corner? That is a question on the front page of the Daybreak. Comes with a picture of Ghana's first female Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku-Agyeman. Stories on the front page of the Daybreak.
Now let's do the spider. The spider went spying this morning, and it's a Ghana's garment industry set for massive growth under the 24-hour economy. Expect edge government action. Ghana records 1,038 Mpox cases, 8 dead. Government covers all medical bills. ECG cable theft syndicate busted. Police arrest 10 in major Tema industrial raid. OMC's ICOM's trade blow over looming fuel shortage. Grassroots anger boils in NDC. Press Mahama and Asidu Nketia accused of betraying the loyal foot soldiers. These are the stories on the Spider newspaper this morning. So get the Spider, and then you get the details of the story.
From the Spider, let's do the Hawk. From Spider to Hawk, NHF targets cheap homes for workers. Stick with us, we will prevail. Mustafa Gbande urges calm as NDC supporters raise concerns. Jinapor moves to prevent domestic fuel shortage. No more foreign rice. Mahama orders schools to serve local rice. That is a good move to revamp our local rice industry and rice farmers. Leno, no. 248 million Ghana cedi laptop ripoff. Ministry scraps tender for sole source deal. Taxpayers pay above shop price for 20,000 coding laptops. Comes with a picture of the Honorable Sam George. Yeah. And one honorable member, I think MP for Mpraeso, yes, MP from Mpraeso, Honorable Davis Opoku-Ansah. Stories on the front page of the Hawk newspaper.
All right, so let's do the cannery this morning. The cannery says the Chief of Staff urges genuine international relations for the national unity. BOG decision to sell some gold reserves was criminally intended, MP. Freight forwarders backed Maport's 24-hour trade. Agric Minister invites Chinese investors to join Ghana's agric transformation drive. People's Forum exposes NDC's broken pledges on affordable power. Stories on the Canary newspaper.
From the Canary, let's do the Overseer. Overseer says Ghana tightens diamond export controls under Kimberley review. Honorable Dr. Agnes Namomolate, MP for this constituency, Krowo, to address the 70th session of the Commission on the Status of Women. She doubles as the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection. Finance Minister directs ban on 9 land transit of selected goods to protect revenue. PBC and GNA COFA forge strategic partnership to strengthen Ghana's cocoa sector. Gold Board CEO Sammy Gyamfi reaffirms Ghana's commitment to conflict-free diamond trade at KPCS review opening. The final one I will take. Chief of Staff urges Ghanaians to build strong, sincere relationships for national unity. And he mentioned the relationship he has with former President John Agyekum Kufuor through his son when they were both in school. Stories on the front page of the Overseer.
Away from the Overseer, let's do the Chronicle. Let me start with the Bible verse on the Chronicle, and this says Proverbs 21, verse 5. The plans of the diligence lead to profit.
Amen.
And it comes with this banner stories. 150 diaspora African granted Ghanaian citizenship. Gifty Owari files another application seeking to stay proceedings until BOG rolls out another robust strategy. Domestic security and foreign reserves assets to be reinvested upon maturity. With a picture of the set of the BOG, the governor of the Bank of Ghana, that is the man Pandis Esiama. Yeah, on the front page of the Chronicle newspaper. Those are the stories there.
From the Chronicle, let's do the Daily Guide. Young innovators pitch at Change Makers Challenge. Gold diversification, not loss of national assets. BOG governor. 5 arrested over Liberian man lynching. Pastor defiles 13-year-old church member. Oh, Charlie, now wow. NSA scandal, the National Service Authority scandal. AG hits Osei Asibe with 7 more charges. Gifty Owari opposes witness list order. Thank you for the charges, but please, let's go beyond the charges. Stories on the front page of the Daily Guide.
All right, so let's do the Daily Graphic. The Daily Graphic has 155 granted Ghanaian citizenships. Page 13 has a story. DDEP put pressure on bank's balance sheet. BOG governor. Ghana reaffirms commitment to conflict-free diamond trade. Story is on page 13. Then we have government bans 9 land transit goods. We have the president when he said the pasta company that has been set up, they have to ban even pasta. He's going to talk to the ministry of Trade. Thalia, so that it will also be banned from going straight through our borders for transit purposes. So now everything will have to go through the port so that we can get revenue.
Yeah, very important.
And that happens to be the final newspaper this morning on the desk. Interesting stories on the various newspapers. Which of the stories is your really grabs your interest?
NDC we jar off, we jalai bruta. You know, not too long after they came to power, something happened. When lawyer Sammy Gyamfi, dashed the Agra one some dollars, and boys dry off, and they tried to do some damage control, and it was the fact that Agrada was very critical about John Dramani Mahama. She openly supported Dr. Bawumia. And so they felt like if there was anybody who merited help from the party's national communications director.
But that thing wasn't help.
It was help.
It wasn't help. It's a gift.
It was, well.
It was a gift.
Well, so yes, if anybody merited gift,
not her.
Not her. Gift. And then that one passed. The new one is
monkeys play by
sizes. I know, right?
You should just
I know, right? The new one is that the same Gold Board headed by lawyer Sami Jemfi. I think that it is something in Sami's DNA. The man is just generous. The grassroots should understand that. The Nanaba staff, boy said,
Anamwa romance.
Oh, Charlie.
That's how they put it on the socials. Yesterday, it was
but
just
this is just
around.
an entity supporting another entity to advance the interest of women and all of that. I don't think it's anything bad. Yes, Nanaba Namwa, it is Nanaba Namwa's initiative. But what is the purpose of it? You know,
it's for the
I don't think
Ghanaian women.
Yes, and I don't think all the women who will be benefiting are from MPP. There are NDC women who also benefit from this.
But the point is that if the person isn't an MPP person,
she's also a Ghanaian.
So
I mean,
what is the big deal about
it?
But
They say because it is Nanaba Namwa.
Oh.
Yes, I mean because Obobia Danso Dako Poku runs similar thing Ignite also. Yeah. I don't think NDC4 would have been angry if Gold Boss sponsored the Ignite.
Yeah.
So just because it is Nanaba Namwa, look.
I think we should stop. We should stop being petty. I see you to be petty.
Look, let me tell the grassroots something. When you are supporting a particular party, do it with no ulterior motive. So I just say, supporting party be no about bemu, no abaye bibiama or your please, you'll be disappointed. You voted, you campaigned for John Mahama to become president. That has been achieved. The NDC is in power. Asa, that is all. If you want to follow too much with your heart, you'll be very much disappointed. And please, let's. Yes, I'm just been laughing. It sounds funny, you know.
Now the point is that people should get to the point is that the fact that your party is in power doesn't mean that you build your heavens on earth.
Yeah. Absolutely.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. We are looking at the national perspective. So what you should always pray for that there should be enabling environment for you to be able to make ends meet and also get some of the network. So you need to be well connected.
Yeah.
And that is what you need to do.
Yeah.
I tell people there are 7 currencies in the world. 7. If you take money out, it's left with how many? 6. But money on the 7, money is the last. Right?
Yeah.
But let me give them one. Relationship.
Yeah.
Relationship pays more.
Yeah.
It creates a lot of grounds.
Yeah. Yeah.
So instead of getting pissed, rather
build
relationship with the people that matters.
Yeah.
As time goes, and I'm going to tell you that the 5 people you need in your life that can turn your life around. 5. I know we're talking about that as we surgery, but I understand their feeling.
Yeah, of course.
I understand that
because we have suffered to bring the party into power, and we keep.
But there are some silent people who have not showed up, but they have also done a lot of work because they are not on platform. It's not because they are following people. They are the silent minority, but they've done a lot of work for the parties to come to power.
Yes.
And they don't complain.
But the grassroots, the dirty work. It's the grassroots that will do all the dirty work. They receive all the insults and now they go out to campaign on the rain, on the sun, everything. So, I mean, for the fact that there are no jobs for them to do, and then the government is not seen to be trying to, recruitment crying to the security service, as now teachers are still home and all of that. And then sponsorship goes to Nanaba Namwa's. But of course, you mentioned something very important, relationships, and that is what the Honorable Chief of Staff Julius Deborah has been speaking. And in fact, don't think that because you're a member of one party, you just build network with members or relationship with members of that party alone. Let me give you a typical example. There are homes that will never be poor in this country.
Oh, yeah.
John Jinapo, Abu Jinapo.
Yeah.
One MPP, one NDC.
They're not the only family that have different.
Oh, yeah.
I know families that have some.
The Yankers, Kojo Yanka, Kwesi Yanka. Yes.
You can go. The list is very tall.
Very tall. There's a former MP for Medina NPP MP Abubakar said he is now in Alan Chemate's party. I think he's the national chairman for.
Yeah.
His brother is in the NDC. So you see, build relationships across, even if not family relationship, have friends across divide. He mentioned that John Kufuor's son was his junior in school, and they built that relationship. They were friends,
and through him, he got to meet,
you know,
and he has a good relationship with the Kufuor.
Yeah.
Now, if you look at the Mahamas, they have good relationship with the Kufuors.
They have good relationship with the Kufuors.
Because at the point, he sees him as his godfather.
Yeah.
So you can't say that you don't build relationships.
Yes, because you are in one party, you don't go here. No.
Party is an idea. We share ideas, but we don't make enemies.
Yeah.
We all want to go to Kumasi. One decides to go through Bimbilla. Another one decides to go to Techiwa.
Yeah.
Whichever way.
At the end of the day, we are all going to
Kumasi.
Yeah.
So it's an idea.
Yeah.
It's not about fighting, crying wolf.
Yeah.
No. I'll keep saying to the grassroots, the best thing you can ever do to yourself when your party is in power is to school yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, even in opposition.
Yeah, school yourself.
Train yourself.
And then you position yourself.
You position yourself.
Parties in power.
And let me give credit
to
let me give credit to the NDC. Look, Mr. L, when the 8 years that the NDC was in opposition, I saw people going to school.
Very important.
Positioning themselves for positions that they are holding today, even including top officials, MPs. Sam George went to study international business in London School of Economics.
You need to school yourself.
Obobia went to get some masters, I think, in Gold Coast University, just behind us. A lot of Sami Jenfi went to get a master somewhere. All these top guys positioned themselves. Peter Bomo Tokuno did his PhD. So you see, you are grassroots. Utifie. You are not building yourself. Why? You are not acquiring skills. You are not going to school.
From hand to mouth.
You are not schooling. You are not learning a trade. You are not gaining any skill. So when the party comes to power, how would you benefit? Even when there is a position, you are not qualified for it. Educate yourselves. Go to school. Learn something. Learn a skill. Learn a trade. Sharpen your communication skills. You know, our friend is in school. You said he will be coming here this morning.
Yeah.
Christian is in school.
Christian is
learning communication. Position yourself. Look, if you want to do the politics, and you will do the choboy, and those who have strategically positioned themselves will come and enjoy from your hard work. So if you want to really enjoy from the politics, please build yourself. Make sure that you are qualified for something. When you submit your CV, when you submit a proposal, let them see merit in it. Let them see competence. Let them see that you have built yourself for this role.
I mean, there are some people who came out, said, I want to do the mainstream kind of schooling. There are some seminars, there are workshops, to build your CV, to build yourself, apply the same profession as others have spent years to do. You do a few weeks and it gets in depth. All you need to do is to study and to read more. And once you see, if you really want to lead, let me show you a secret. Always be a reader. Another key thing for you to help you to lead. And people not doing that, and you think that it's fine. My party is in power. The moment your party comes to power, it's not automatic that your heavens will build on it. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, and we need to get it right. We need to tell our people, look, politics is not the end meet. No, there are a lot of things that comes into play. It's just an avenue. It's one of the processes that you have to go through, but that doesn't mean you don't position yourself. Position yourself well. The moon doesn't have light. By science, the moon doesn't have light. But how does the moon get light to shine to the earth when it's night? It's to position itself when you see where the sun is setting. So you position itself so that you can get the sun rays to show to it. So that's how you're supposed to do. That's what the things you need to do. Now, I gave myself a challenge. I mean, for some years back, I was reading one book a day. Because I was doing one book 2-3 days. Then I decided to go one a day. Then I started two in a week, 3 in a week, 4 in a week, 5 in a week. So I challenged myself to do 6, 7, 8 books in a week.
You see, sometimes you may not see the immediate benefits of reading a book.
So I read anything, I read everything. So when it's any subject, if for nothing, I have an idea.
You have an idea.
Tell me.
Yeah.
You get it. So you need to read. If you want to lead.
Yeah.
And the hey, I'm wrong with you.
Now the hey. It is not the hey that will give you this thing. No. It is your competence. Especially in this new NDC administration where JM is looking at people who have the ability, who have competence. It is not the hey. They will pass you by and go and pick somebody who has read, who has learned something. And like Mr. L is saying, you see, we are the sum total of what we know.
That is it.
You cannot be what you don't know, right? You cannot be what you don't know. The last time Mr. L quoted a scripture, add to your faith knowledge, add to your faith virtue. So you need to add knowledge to yourself. You need to know, you need to learn. Because you can't be what you don't know. So if in your conversation, if you read, it will show in your conversations. If you are informed, it will show in your conversation, in the kind of things you say, in your level of analysis. Right? You can't be shallow.
you know what is happening to me now? When you started talking, there's one thing that I've come to realize that has to do. I was reading Psalm 138, verse 8. It said that the Lord will perfect that which concerns me. Then it says, thy mercy, O Lord, endureth forever. Forsake not the works of thy own hands.
The works of thy own hands.
And it said the Lord will perfect that which concerns.
Yeah.
What is it about you that the Lord will have to perfect?
Exactly.
It's a lack of knowledge, my people perish.
My people perish.
You need knowledge. You need to acquire.
Yeah.
You need to purpose and make it intentional.
Make it intentional.
This is where I want to go.
Yeah.
Look, for some time now, that the last meeting, I think we had a meeting with the CEO, and he asked me some questions. Let me tell you something. Since that day till this morning, I keep thinking about it. I keep looking at it at various angles. So that tells you that I won't sleep over it until I see the results.
Yeah.
It's not about just eating and sleeping.
Yeah.
Don't come and be a passenger to come and see people of this earth and go away.
Yeah.
You have some talent inside you. Just discover that what you have to attract your needs.
Yeah.
Until you get to the point to know what is in your hand, you can deal with your needs.
Yeah.
So please, the noise will not make anything.
Yeah.
All you need to do is to relax and study how should God work today.
Yeah.
But don't forget that someone arrived before you. And that is your creator. The composer has written his own song. The artist has played his own masterpiece. God has planned his own world. Never forget it.
Yeah.
So all you need to do is to get out of his way. He is not a beginner. He will finish what he has started.
Yeah.
There's something that God has started with you, you've not been able to discover yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget it. Everything is forget it. But it doesn't work that way.
Yeah. You need to read. Reading is very important. Unfortunately, we don't like to read.
Yeah.
Something happened to me when I was in school. And I realized that, no, Charlie, this boy, I'm not doing enough. There was a mentorship program.
Is that something happened to me?
Yes. There was a mentorship program that Data Bank Foundation, they do read aid, help pupils in basic school to read, give university students mentors, and then high school. So I signed up and I was given a mentor. The first day I met my mentor, it was in 2016 at Accra Mall. He asked me a simple question. Satan, I'm a buff. I was my GP, first class, my baby, sharp guy, shoulders high. 2016, university student, probably in level 200. My mentor asked me, do you know the number of people in the world, the population of the world? University student, I didn't know the population of the world. Look, when I left there that day, I said, no, this boy. It is not just about reading your course, what you are studying in school. It is not just, you should be versatile, know facts, know things about the world. Another question somebody asked, and I didn't know the name of the seat of government in the United Kingdom. I didn't know. Hey! When I left there, I said, no, this boy, any information I see, I want to read. Because it is so shameful to know that at university, I didn't know the population of the world. And he was looking at me, surprised that I was a first-class student. It is just because I was not reading. So don't wait till you go through some of these things. Read, look, read. When you read it builds your mind becomes sharp, right? Your mind becomes sharp. You stay alert. You are aware. You exercise your brain, exercise your body, and exercise your brain. Read any material. It's not a food. You know, this year I told myself something. I am not buying anything, shoe, shirt, dress, anything for myself if I have not bought a book. So all I'm doing is previous things. I'm not going to buy anything. If I want to discipline myself, if I read, when I borrow a book, I feel lazy to read. But
the revelations within it.
Yeah.
What God has revealed in the book.
Yeah.
For me personally, when I put myself in there.
Yeah.
Not what the person has written, but what is in there for me.
Yeah.
Why
what is in there for you?
What is for me?
Yeah, exactly.
What is it saying to me?
Exactly.
So that is why when I'm reading, I'm looking at putting myself in there. Where do I fit in this puzzle?
Yeah. What challenges my thoughts?
That's the point.
Mr. Uncle Kwesi Pratt wrote a book. You know, before that book, my views on reparation is that, look, we are just wasting our time. What is all this reparation? Let's protect. Oh, yes, Mr. L. Let's protect what we have.
Oh, really?
Near Corner, the encore and stuff. So when I heard that Mr. Kwesi Pratt wrote a book on reparation, and guess who wrote the forward? His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. I got the book, and that is how my position on, you know, reparation changed. And now I'm part of those who are calling for, you know, reparatory justice for black. So when you buy a book, what challenges your thought? What challenges your thinking? What different perspective does the book offer from what you already have? What's your superior argument?
Well, the point is that when you begin to read, there's something that comes out of your system.
Yeah.
There's one thing I've come to appreciate when they talk about words and your tongue. You know, the tongue, they said, you should be mindful of your tongue, right? It's the smallest, whatever.
Yeah.
It's been used in so many cases. But if you look at it from the biblical perspective, like James chapter 4 and 5, it says, behold also the ships, which though they are so great are driven of a fierce wind, yet as they turn about with a very small helm, whichsoever the governor listens. Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasted great things. Behold, how great a matter a little fire kindles. So as you read, then you have to respect your tongue.
Yeah.
There are people, when they read something small, they just grab a piece of what they read and they think that is it.
Yeah. It's enough.
Respect your time. Well, when God wanted to create the world, he spoke words. There are creative force that brings into existence that which never existed before. So your tongue is one of the greatest gifts placed at your command by God. So when you're reading, what are you reading?
Yeah.
What is going through your thought patterns?
Yeah.
What are you keeping as a thought that you are going to ponder about it? Yeah. There's something that is in that book that will ignite something within you.
Yeah.
Then you begin to think about it. You begin to ponder about it. You begin to imagine it. You begin to think of it.
Yeah.
And the Bible says, out of the abundance, the mouth begins to speak it out.
Exactly.
Into manifestation.
Exactly.
Because if you look at Cush and what happened in Numbers, the Bible says they imagined. But through the imagination, God saw that the thing has been done. But there was nowhere in the book, in the Bible, that says that the thing was built.
Yeah.
It said they imagined. They came together.
Yeah.
They imagined. They planned it.
Yeah.
And once they planned it, God sat in the heavens and said, the people are one, and then they have built a tower.
The tower.
But there's nowhere in the scripture that tells exactly where the thing was built.
Yeah.
But it was out of the imagination. So what you imagine, and once their tongue came to one realization and spoke it, it happened. It was I need
Just
to divide
before,
this
if I don't put separation,
if I don't put separation, it will cause a problem. So you need to respect your tongue. I don't just talk. No, I'm very careful, because it's how you deal with you even on your idle talks. I don't want to be judged by those things. So just be careful. Steady. My girl will ask you, what is the difference between studying and learning? And there's much difference with it. Much difference with it. There's a way you can just read, and nothing comes out of it. But you can read and study what you are reading and learn from it. That's the stages.
These days, social media is taking a lot of our time.
People not reading.
A lot. So people are not reading.
People fooling around.
lot. You, if you like, just tell yourself that this week, there was a time I had to put timer on my apps. The apps that I visited a lot. Yes, and it worked. So once it was time, 20 minutes, now I cannot access the app again until the next day. So I will be forced to use that time to do something more important. So just find ways and means to discipline yourself against social media. Look, the content, sometimes somebody generating money. They are funny, they are lovely, they keep your mind, but they are also wasting your time. Channel that time, channel that energy into something more productive. Read a book, read something, just go out. I was listening to one professor who was talking about all this Iran and US, and then he mentioned the book. I wrote the book down, sharp. I went to get the soft copy. Yes.
I have a lot of downloads of ebooks that I read. Some I've read them, I have to go back again. But we just want you to know that a single decision can create a change in your life. A single decision can create a change in your life, because you are the offspring of the master achiever of the universe, and that is God. He foreknew you. He knows your name. So you are an offspring of God. If you read the book of Genesis 1:1, God's first description of himself revealed much in the beginning. He created the heavens and the earth. The creator talks to his creation, his creation. His language is pictures, photographs, visions, and dreams. And during some season, God will schedule a turning point in your life. A picture of God's potential will explode into thousands of possibilities. The picture of or dream will instantly dispel the darkness, passivity, and also that mediocrity that has paralyzed your achievement and success. You need to study, because your dream is a picture God gave you to keep you motivated. That's your dream. It's a picture God gave you to keep you motivated. Something you can see will keep you inspired for the dream you cannot see. And this beautiful bound edition, the wisdoms, the uncommon dream, the uncommon achiever, is one of the most valuable books I read. And I said, I love this. If you're really interested in becoming successful, I challenge you to break the old habits and develop a new one to unlock your incredible God-given potential. Me and I want you to do that. If you're really interested in becoming successful, challenge to break that old habit.
That old habit of social media, scrolling. At the end of the day, nothing. You gain nothing from it. Break from that one. Develop just little by little. Maybe for you, 1 whole month, you would have to do just a book. You may not even finish. But make sure that you keep reading. You keep reading to develop. It is what you do consistently that becomes a habit. Because you and I, we are always on Facebook and Twitter and whatever it is, right? I have one of the things I did. I don't have. When I say it, sometimes I feel like I'm not current, but it is because I know who I am. I'm not on TikTok. I'm not Instagram. I've deleted the account. I'm not on Snapchat. It's just because I know I am a social media addict. Even if at the Facebook, I am struggling. I had to put timer on it and WhatsApp. So I am just trying as much as possible not to waste my time on social media, but develop interest in something else. Try. It is what you do consistently that becomes a habit. If you keep doing it consistently, you will build a habit in something more productive, which will help your life. We are having all this conversation because a section of the NDC grassroots are angry for an entity getting sponsorship from the gold board, and we are saying that yes, your anger may be justified. You worked, you labored, you did all the campaign on the sun, on the rain, and everything. But you see, somebody sat down and developed an initiative, and through that initiative, she was able to gain sponsorship. You too, what have you done after going out to campaign? After making all the noise on Apple,
the point is that even you going out to go do the campaign, it is somebody who strategically planned it.
Yeah.
Forget that there's an architect to it.
Yeah.
The architect needs people to push his agenda.
Exactly.
So it is not even your idea.
It is not your idea. So you too, what have you done?
You bought into the idea and to go with it. So.
Yeah.
We just ask them that. Don't be peeved. Whoever they are sponsoring this, they're also Ghanaians.
Yeah.
What you need to do, I want you to do one thing for me today. Wherever you're watching us from today, please sit down and write the most generous offering you have ever invested in your life, in wherever you find yourself. Even if you're a Christian or Muslim, in God's work. What is the most generous to do over that? And expect a favorable reaction from God. Once you're able to write down that, trust me, what you make happen for others, I believe God will make it happen for you. That is what we live with you this morning.
Yeah.
I know somebody will say, "No, we didn't come Christian will be joining us in a jiffy. We'll try to raise PCR if you're ready. If you can raise as Philemon in the northern region, there's a lot of happenings going on in the northern region.
Benyeri and all
there's
of that.
There's a lot going on. Today we'll be trekking down to the northern region, bringing some regional report. We'll go to the Bono, and it's a Halfwoods as well. We'll try to bring you some snap of information going on there. Chris Tete from the NDC will be joining us. We're still waiting for the MPP. But if the plan B is that if it fails, then we go to lawyer.
Okay.
So let's join and then have that conversation on phone with us this morning. So these are the plans for today. Oh, Eric sends this one. He says, "Good morning, L and your Bernard." Bro, I'm enjoying your conversation. Tell them we are not learning, we are not reading. Now reading has become like reading has become so heavy that we can't even read a book, a page. Is that he can't even read a page.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes it requires a lot of this. This AI stuff that has come. Anything you can just ask AI and people are not researching.
It's making people lazy, right? And even sometimes the AI will give you wrong information.
The AI, so you see, if you are not informed, if you don't know, even when AI gives you wrong information, you wouldn't know that it is wrong information. But if you read at least, AI is good, but it is there to complement. If you know something, at least you have an idea of the thing. If AI is giving you wrong information, you're able to tell that, no, I say, okay, dear. Sometimes when you check my AI conversations, sometimes it's funny. I'll say, no, this is not it. This is not it. Check again. Yeah, because it is what you feed the AI that it gives you, right?
No, but it's garbage in, garbage out.
Garbage in, garbage out.
Whatever has been stored is what is giving you. So whatever you place in there, it's not magic. I went to a restaurant and I saw now they use this carriage, which they remotely control. It goes to serve. Wow. And comes back.
In Ghana here?
Yeah.
Wow.
You just be sitting there before you see it comes to park.
Wow.
And then you pick off your things, then he moves away.
Wow.
Whatever you need his place, he comes to you straight to come and deliver. Let's say advance. This is laziness. Now we have toothbrush that uses batteries.
So the toothbrush will be brushed without you.
No, you just hold it and then to be doing the brushing.
Oh.
Lazy.
Hey.
God did not ask us to be lazy. He said we should till the land.
Wow.
All right, so that is where the newspaper segment of this morning will bring you. But the Namomo story. All right, let's go to the northern region this morning. Let's join Philemon, a man on the ground. I hear there's a lot of things going on. We've been following that breaking story since we brought the breaking story with the IGP Special Task Force that was withdrawn from the northern region. The youth that were up against they being moved out, moving from one palace to the other, and finally the team will have to leave. Then we hold the Northern Regional Police Command has also had a briefing with the media on several security incidents across the region and measures being taken to address them. Philemon, good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Philemon, what more can you tell us about this, the Regional Police Command briefing on the media on several security incidents and also across the region and measures being taken to address them?
Yes, so yesterday, briefing from the regional command to all security issues in the country. You might remember that was sometime IDP special.
Philemon, can you please position yourself well, because we're getting some breaks. It's having difficulties with the conversation.
I don't know if you can.
Okay, now it's better. Now it's better.
Yeah, so as I was saying, IGP special operation for redeployment to another region that was last week. And because of this, there were several concerns in the region, and a lot of the youth were unhappy of their or they leaving the northern provinces. Demonstrations and concerns from the youth and some part of the police command to bring the media to have an engagement with the regional police command. And the engagement was all about, they made it clear to the media that the public and IGP specialty has left Northern Region. They have also established their own team to fill in the vacuum that have been created, so that it really look like security has something standing still. And because of that, even 2 days ago, they also made some believed to be carrying suspected in Indian and other kinds of vices, yes, in the arrested. And also, in fact, they had to go through the principal street of Chairman in their vehicles and on their motorbikes, just creating awareness that even the special team have left the northern region, but they are still around, continue to from where they have stopped. Right after that, they also made a clear in terms of that was fifth match, just the recent fifth match in Toronto. After the fifth match, there was a shooting incident in the past, leading to the death of one individual named as Suleiman Abdulrahman, who was shot dead right in the park of Nantong, where the fifth match was happening. He also made a brief touch on it that, in fact, upon hearing of the shooting incident on that day, the police rushed to the scene. The person was carried to Tamale Teaching Hospital, and that was where he was confirmed dead. alleged person who shot and killed this individual is currently on a run. That is, he's Cheko Na Mohammed. That is his name, well known as Wata. So they are saying that by the close of the week, they are hoping to pick him up and to prosecute him for the law to also, deal with him. So all in all, they touch on, security issues that the general public should support them, for them to also support the general public to fight, the insecurity in town and other drug peddling in town and within the communities of Northern Region. That was it.
Well, but let me find out from you. And now that the IGP Special Task Force has been taken off, they've moved from Tamale, and now we hear that Northern Police Command is also forming its own task force. Would they be up to the task and the standard that has been set by the Special Task Force by the IGP?
Yes, so that has been a concern. In fact, yesterday, personally, we asked the command whether they will be up to the tax, because we have worked with the IGP Special Operations Team, and one thing that they were doing is that, in fact, when it comes to information, wherever you were and you give them a tip of information, as soon as possible, they quickly get to your location to make a follow-up on the information that you have given. But here's the case: the concerns that citizens are raising, that there have been times where people need the Ghana police to be in a particular scene. They call them, and the excuses that they give is that they don't have fuel. Sometimes they also say that there's no vehicle for them. So these questions were thrown to the command, and he says that plans are far ahead, and they have already, engaged stakeholders to this effect. So the police are assuring the public that they will be up to the task. But the concern the public are also having is since they have been here and they are familiar with the chiefs, the religious leaders, and other stakeholders, will they be able to carry out the task? So this is the concern that general public and some part of the community are raising. But the police are saying, indeed, we are waiting to see what their operation for us.
All right, thank you so much, Philemon, for bringing us up to speed with the happenings in the northern part of the country. We're grateful. We'll get back to you again.
Thank you for having me.
Well, I've been talking to a man on the ground. Interestingly, when the task force was moved from the northern region last week, Friday, early hours of the Friday morning, they have to leave. It seems the citizens in the northern part are not excited about their movement. Now, the police command in the northern region has also established the Black Maria team to fill the vacuum left by the IGP Special Operations Team, which ceases its operation some few days ago. Now, the newly formed Black Maria team, like I was asking him, I don't think they will be able to do what, because this is a special task force that left Accra. They've been there for months and they've been able to deal with the miscreant. It got to a time in the northern region you can't walk even past 10 p.m. in certain areas. You see kids loitering all over the streets, but their presence kept that. Parents sitting up, making sure their kids are in bed. You don't see them walking the streets, roaming the streets in the night. The drug places were all, they make sure that they put a stop to it. Now you're bringing in a task force that is familiar with the people. The people are familiar with them. Would they be able to deal with this miscreant? That's a big question that is holding. But let's see. Let's pray and see. They said they are aggressive. If they're aggressive, it would not be just 9-day wonder. Yeah. We're going for a quick break. When we return, we'll be talking tuberculosis in the next 10-15 minutes when we come back. Welcome back from the break. We haven't tete-a-tete this morning. I did tell you today, Tuesday, we'll go to the Lekma Polyclinic, Nwa Adoka. And I have with me Stephen Emini, Laisoa, and Akofa, who is also here with us. A very good morning to all of you.
Good morning.
How is a Lekma Polyclinic?
Oh, Lekma is doing very well.
Very, very well.
Yeah.
Akofa, Leke. Afwan.
Very
So fun.
Very funny.
All right, so now this morning we want to look at tuberculosis. But it's a TB for short. Everybody calls it TB. My listeners across the entire countries and the world that are watching, you want to know exactly what is TB. Let me start with you. Do I start with Akofa because she's a lady? Let me start with you, Steve.
Okay, so
We don't know after all the conversation, I'm summary again.
Okay. So tuberculosis is an airborne disease. Okay, so when we say airborne, we mean that it spread through the air. So if someone has acquired it and the person coughs or the person laughs, talks, shouts, and the person is close to you, talks, coughs, or even sneezes. Yes. The bacteria comes out, and because it's airborne, the air carries it around, and if you inhale it and your immunity is not so strong, then the disease starts.
But how come this bacteria, how did it come about?
All right.
And which part of the body does it affect?
Okay. So tuberculosis is caused by a bacteria which is in the air. Okay. And it affects the lungs mostly.
Okay.
Yes. However, we have other types. When it gets to the lungs and it's not taken care of, it can enter the bloodstream and then affect any part of the body. So we can have tuberculosis of the bone, tuberculosis of the spine, tuberculosis of the knee, the eye, any part of the body. So that's called extrapulmonary TB.
You don't mean that?
Yeah.
So we have TB for the eye?
Yes. It can affect any
part
of the body. Yes. When it goes
into your blood?
Yes, extrapulmonary.
But how do you make sure that it doesn't get into your blood?
Okay, so immediately you get a pulmonary TB, which only affects the lungs. You need to start treatment immediately, and the treatment is absolutely free.
What causes tuberculosis? What causes it? We know it's an airborne disease, but it's something that triggers it into the air.
Okay, so the bacteria is actually in the air. Okay, people cough, people have it cough the bacteria into the air, and anyone who breathes in the bacteria.
So does that mean this air we are breathing, we have to be careful with it?
Oh yes, you have to be
careful.
Yeah, exactly. That's why from birth you are given a BCG.
Okay.
It's a vaccine on your shoulder. You can see that almost everybody has that mark on the shoulder. It's to prevent tuberculosis. Yes, it's to protect all of us from tuberculosis. However, if anyone's immunity goes down and inhales the bacteria, then the disease process starts.
So now you said TB is caused by a bacteria,
yes,
a microbacterium,
yes,
tuberculosis, and it spreads through the air when an infected person coughs, sneezes, and also talks.
Yes.
So what are some of the signs and symptoms, Akofa?
Okay, so some of the signs and symptoms are profuse sweat, especially in the night, cough more than 2 weeks, and then chest pain.
Profuse sweating in the night.
Yes.
Cough more than 2 weeks.
Yes. And then chest pain.
Chest pain?
Yes. There'll be this yellowish sputum, like severe one. When you cough, it brings out. Yes, it's very severe. So when you are seeing all the signs, you have to.
So coughing with some signs of blood shows that you need to get to the hospital.
Yes.
Chest pain. You didn't mention chest pain. You did also mention night sweats.
Yes.
Does fever also part of it?
Yes.
As some of the signs of TB?
TB, yes.
Well, what about weight loss?
Weight loss. It's
You are
involved.
just there, you are just losing weight.
Yes, you are just losing
Meaning that
weight.
it has entered into the loins. You
Yes.
need to be able to tell whether.
Yes, please.
Now, I want you to tell us the predisposing factors and the risk factors that goes with tuberculosis.
Okay, so when you have reduced immunity,
Okay.
yes, when you have reduced immunity, it's a very big risk factor because the bacteria is more opportunistic. It takes advantage of reduced immune systems and then it begins to start the disease. Also, people who have certain diseases like HIV, cancers, automatically their immunity is reduced. So they can easily attract the disease.
What about smoking?
Yes, smoking, those who work at the quarry sites with a lot of dust, they are all exposed.
Wow.
Yes.
So those who work at the quarry side are also exposed to
Yes,
TB.
they are at risk.
You know what?
High risk.
High risk.
Yes.
What about
Smoking is also very high
all sorts of
risk.
smoking?
Every
Or
type.
just some specific
No,
smoking?
all sort of smoking.
Every smoke we smoke?
Yeah.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yes.
Every smoke.
Yes.
So if somebody is cooking
Okay. So with that, I'm not sure with cooking. It's for a long time, and you
unless
know,
it is a firewood they are using,
firewood doesn't have.
it doesn't give you that.
Yes, it doesn't give you that.
Now,
But
what about the other
tobacco,
one? Not tobacco, but the other one after tobacco.
marijuana. Yes, it's also
It's
a
a-
big,
can also give you-
a big risk. Yes. What it does is it exposes
You are
your,
worrying somebody.
it predisposes your lungs to the disease.
Okay.
So once there's a breakage there, immediately the bacteria enters, the disease process starts.
So we're talking about the predisposing factors and risk as a weakened immune system, as people suffering from HIV or AIDS, malnutrition, diabetes, smoking,
Yeah.
all sorts of smoking,
Yeah.
close contact with an infected person. What about living in a crowded area and poor ventilation and substance abuse? Does all this contribute to predisposing?
Yeah, there are all these predisposing factors. You know, when the place is well ventilated, even if someone coughs, the air blows it away, so it doesn't stay within for a long time. But if the place is overcrowded and there's poor ventilation, immediately the person coughs, it stays. And someone infected with just one cough, we can have about thousands of the bacteria in the air.
No, say that again.
Yeah. So when
If a person is infected
yes,
and it coughs,
especially when not on medication,
not on medication, it
Yes.
releases what?
about thousands of the bacteria into the atmosphere.
Yehovah.
Yeah, so if the place is well ventilated, the air blows it away. But if it's not, it stays within and then other people inhale it. And when you inhale and your immune system is not so strong, then the disease process starts.
Is it treatable?
Yes, it's very
What are some of the
treatable.
treatments that we need to go through?
Okay, so we have, for the pulmonary TB, we have a 6 months regimen.
Do
And
we have various kinds of TB?
yes,
Okay, give me the various
all
types
right.
of
So
TB.
as I
How?
said early on, we have pulmonary tuberculosis.
Pulmonary, okay.
When we say pulmonary, we are talking about the lungs.
Okay.
Then we have extrapulmonary. Extrapulmonary is anywhere apart from the lungs. Yes.
Can be the eye?
The eye, the bone, the spine, the brain, everywhere. Okay. So with pulmonary TB, the regimen is 6 months. So within the 6 months, we have phases. We have phase 1 and phase 2. So with phase 1, you take it for 2 months. You take it's 4-in-1 combined medication. So you take it for 2 months. And then when you are done, you continue the 3rd month to the 6th month. That's 4 months. So in total, 6 months.
6 months.
Yes, but with the extra pulmonary, it can go up to 1 year.
Wow.
Yes.
That is, it affects any part,
Any other part
of your body.
of the body apart from the lungs, then you would have about a year treatment.
So it's curable.
Very curable. Once you stick to the medication and you don't miss, it's a daily dose and it's given according to your height, your weight, sorry. Yeah, so if you don't miss the dose and then you take it religiously within the period, you'll be fine.
So TB is curable with a combination of antibiotics taken for at least 6 months.
Exactly.
That is what he's telling us. And the standard treatment include what? What are some of the things that it includes when it comes to treatment?
When it comes to treatment, it's solely the medication. Yeah. Other times, some of them experience some tingling sensations at the fingertips because of one component of the medication called the isoniazid.
So these are some of the hazards.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, so we give them pyridoxine, that's vitamin B6 to counter that.
Okay, so we're talking tuberculosis this morning. Akofa, what are the things we need to do to prevent tuberculosis?
Okay.
At least now we've learned that it's treatable. We have learned about the predisposing factors and the risk that is associated with it. We'll look at the signs and symptoms and what causes it and what tuberculosis is all about. What are the preventive measures we need to look at as people?
Okay, so some of the preventive measures are make sure your room is well ventilated. The windows should be well opened. You dust your room very well. And then when coughing, use your elbow. At least cover.
So this way.
Yes. But you use the face masks. Cover.
Face mask.
Yes.
If you know that you have a cold,
yes.
use the nose mask.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, especially when you are in public, it's very, very important. Make sure you protect your mouth when coughing, sneezing. Okay. And then hand washing is very, very important as well.
I was thinking that when COVID came, COVID would have left a lesson with us. Hand washing. But I think when COVID is over, we went back to the Ghanaian lifestyle. We don't wash our hands. African germs are friendly. Right? Or is it Ghanaian germs that are friendly? So we don't wash our hands again. So we need to do hand washing. We have to practice good hygiene. Cover our mouth when coughing or sneezing. Do we get vaccinated as well?
Yeah.
Vaccines available that people can get vaccinated?
Yeah, so as we talked about the BCG, the one we take from birth, that's the main vaccine that protects us from TB.
So assuming that somebody at this age, at our age, can still go for the vaccine?
No, at our age, we can't take it any longer.
You be protected. So all you need to do is to follow
exactly the preventive measures.
Religiously.
Exactly.
And if you have it, you have to take your medication like the Pope is instructing you.
Yes.
To confess it.
Yes. The risk of not taking the medication religiously is that you may develop a resistance to the medication. And when that happens, the normal regimen doesn't work for you any longer.
053-715-8638 is the number. You just got some 5 minutes to take a few calls with regards to tuberculosis. If there is something they've mentioned or you want some clarification, you can give us a call now on 053-715-8638 so we can have this conversation. I want you to give me a summary in Ghana. Means so on. If I have a summary, in Ghana. What was an EP? What were non tuberculosis or non tuberculosis bar? Maybe there's a new fear, never tuberculosis. Maybe there's a new fee. Me, Obaji or Heyebi. Have a summary.
Okay. Okay, tuberculosis is one chon wolomofon ni noni kebaji muawa enyi okoyo mi. Ewo ke moko wolo alo echinelo nokoni muawa ni ekoyo mi ni omuke wo mi ni amla lo fo ni yo o body mi ni ameke they fight diseases ni ame buo here ke ame wa ojogba alo ame na ibashin be ibani ona hila ni ko na hila sani akebo afon chufa no chufa obanu chufa nyojin ekpa into 6 months. Ni bi ni wa ni ofe ni ehani wo wakana hilane kujia ke oba ye ni ojogba no se ke mokun wolo alo o wolo sani oke o wolo ke wo oni ne mi neke esa no wolo ke wo koyo mi le mokun klohun ba ne ko ni sani ni inwe ni sani ye sano ye ni ojogba sano nunu ojogba sani no yo esa no hion ni mempi yo ni koyo bejeme no yo sani koyo anye achonje mojogba ni ko fe na
African moko sinizi denche ebanye
chine denche ebanye okoyo ba wo fe ke ya.
Akofa, the moment I mention Akofa, they are making steady because you don't want to give me a summary in ever. 2 minutes, give me a summary in ever.
Okay. My back me. Okay, nyake glo hemile nye be tuberculosis alo nye mi glo abe yomekpe. Aha. Ta yomekpe kia nebe ehwela atan ahaya kake echo wento do ko gbole keke ojebe na wana haya ejebe na fakoji no do pobe de $1 elenuwa no lenuwa nya je gome ple atike enemi je gome ple atika anwe le tiade kake nya je gome cho face mi blona be cat 1 play cat 2 ta ne eje gomela apo we ikwere dodonu mi nene cho weight ke hele asio anu mi akọ atika de now ta mi ajawagba be ne be epo ele pepe more than kosrava na va koji mi do pobe de leke $1 no alu mele nuwa gakpede nhala ne be mi yide fufofel nemi la me odomela me de kuku mi azan mi afe aloglo akocho mi afe enu mi apepe pe ma akaka $1 mi le vume che mi de kuku mi awenema alo ne takuvila si okwe na kodo enu ko na gakwe de bag me alo face mi we face mask che na ko do ngochinu be $1 no le nu amakake o veve to chela ne be helo nu ne ekpekpala ajagba be imechu ahonhon de anyi ko jagba na ji container de na ko bleach video for dem na pepe for dem na be he chokola na kudore tefede na natural na ko le afoju do me na flash nwede be dolele a mekole mia around as ma ahodolele o ta akpene mi kakaka mia wade dodoji
you apeno Akofa bringing us out to a final bit. Let me pick your final comment on this with me. So,
all right. So tuberculosis is real, but the good thing is that it's curable, and we want everyone to be aware. If you have anyone in your vicinity with cough for even up to 3 days, come to the hospital, the clinic. Let's run a test for you. The test is absolutely free. The treatment is also free, and it's common when we sit in vehicles, especially the public vehicles. We have people coughing, people spitting through the window. They are all predisposing factors. Okay, so we can also advise the public not to avoid those things, encourage people to stop smoking, and encourage them to eat well, and with that we can let TB go.
Akofa, closing comments.
Okay. In a way.
Anyone?
Okay. So, please, what we are saying is that we must protect ourselves when we are in car, gathering, any place we find ourselves. We should make sure that when we are coughing, we use our elbow and block our mouth. We use our face masks whilst we are out. And then when we are on medication, we make sure that we take a medication regularly. Don't miss it. TB is curable. Let's fight TB. Thank you.
TB is curable. Let's fight TB. I'll be talking to Stephen Nee Laisoa and Madame Akofa. What the other name? Jennifer Deku. Jennifer Akofa Leku joining us this morning to talk about tuberculosis. I want to say a big thank you to them. We hope to see you next week Tuesday. I won't be touching on different subjects when it comes to our health.
Okay.
You have something?
Yeah, so before I forget, on the 24th of March,
okay,
it's World Tuberculosis Day. Yeah, so we have to do well to observe it, talk to people about it.
Yeah, we'll have a conversation on
All
that.
right.
So don't worry.
Sure.
We'll engage you. We get to know the rundown for that.
All right. That's okay.
Thank you so much once again.
You're welcome.
So we go for a break. When we return, we'll be having a sit down with Chris Tete. He speaks for the Tema West of the NDC communication team by the Greater Accra. He will be joining us. I know most of you know this place, so he's not new to us here. So he'll be on set with us to have this conversation. So stay with us and please don't go away. All right, so welcome back from the break. We had tete-a-tete from members from Lekma Polyclinic this morning. We're talking about tuberculosis. We've got almost about an hour and a half more to go, and I will give you the opportunity to also join us. And my able men have all taken their seats. My co-host Bernard is here, and we've been joined by Chris Tete. Unfortunately, Enoch couldn't join us. That was the final. So, PCR, you call Sebe to join via phone to have a Tete with us. And Christian Tete, who speaks for the NDC, is here with us. We are going to look at accountability. At 69, Ghana is 69 years accountability. Who is delivering for Ghana? And this is a discussion we're going to have. Ghana's independence anniversary, examining which political party. But unfortunately, we're trying to have the second plan where Sebe will join us via phone to have this conversation. Has the NDC delivered on its promises? Is it accountable for the country's development? These are some of the things we'll be looking at: governance, performance, and achievements since independence. The challenges, but we'll take it from since 1992, the Fourth Republic, right? The challenges facing Ghana and how parties address them. Accountability measures for public officials and vision for Ghana's future and development. Christian Tete, like I said, is a communication team member, NDC, and we will be discussing this morning. Myself, El Samuels, together with Bernard Agbamo Aduchi, who is also here. Good morning, Chris.
Good morning, Mr.
Good to see you.
Absolutely.
It's been quite some days now.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right after the MPP primaries, we saw you again.
Yes.
I think he came once after the primaries.
Coupling a lot of duties, party work, engagement around. So that's what is keeping us busy. So basically, the spirit is there, and we are working behind scenes.
Working behind scenes, but more grassroots, not so much.
As a matter of fact, soon the India outcomes are coming, voice notes are dropping. But at the end of the day, we want to assure everybody that it's early days yet. And if you look at the damages that our predecessors caused to the sectors of our economy, we need a lot of hard work to be done before. There's so grown so best. So I will say yes, so years and a bear in Jano beat me. I can be at the end of the day. That's why we keep on engaging them on issues of national interest. How the economy is, how we took it, how things are unfolding, and the possible way forward. As it stands now, practically, we are emerging as one of the most strong economies in West Africa, if not the whole of Africa. And all is because of the good policies that the NDC, the Finance Ministry, the Gold Board are working so hard, observing physical discipline and making sure that our major currency, that's the cedi, that we use to trade against the dollar, is strengthening. So in basic terms, we are focusing on the fundamental cause of any program that will be successful. Because you can have good programs, but immediately your economy crashes, all these policies will not see its fulfillment. So one step at another, if you look at the past 1 year, we were focused on what? Stabilizing the cedi against the dollar. And when that happens, we couple that with what? Sustaining our energy sector. That is what setting the tone for what? And investors to come on board. And immediately that happens, more jobs are going to be created, more opportunities are created for young people, most especially to take advantage, because government can't do it all. So government is focused on creating enabling environment by making sure that we have a sustainable power supply. That is the basic foundation of any particular program that will be enrolled in this particular country. You know, we have some few weeks ago, the 24 Economy Bill and Authority was passed. So this is geared towards what? A sustained economy, not a mushroom kind of economy. Other people say the 24 Economy, which was one of our flagship programs, has not seen a day of light. Mr. L, before you implement any good policy, you must first of all find the fundamentals, the basics under which these policies will strive. How can you have a 24-hour economy without a sustained power system? Now, we have been able to establish a sustained energy sector. Energy debt that existed some few months ago, $1.7 million of debts has been what? Has been paid. You understand? So these are practical measures employed by my administration to make sure that we tackle the problem from scratch so that we don't end up having premature ejaculated policies. Absolutely. Absolutely. Why am I saying this?
No. Where from the premature?
For instance, they touted that free SHS was one of their flagship programs. But
is it not a flagship?
It is, but for a successful policy to be implemented as such nature, you need in a 3 years a cadre for that particular program to be successfully implemented.
But it's because ongoing.
Absolutely. But we are talking about policy implementation and its effect. Do you remember the red, gold, green? The reason why the red, gold, green was
of people who are going to school now.
Yes. So now, before you can successfully implement that policy, the children need to study in classrooms. They need to sleep in dormitories.
Long time
it is progressive.
So they can still be doing the red, gold, green.
You understand? But as it stands now, by the effective leadership of Mr. Haruna Idrisu and Mr. Clementa Park from Musa South constituency, they are working so as to make sure that our educational sector becomes one of the most robust. So if you look,
still have the red, gold, green.
Some of the schools are off it. Some of them are because of infrastructure deficit. So you see, so for this particular policy to be implemented, that's why the wisdom of John Dramani Mahama, he was opening accessibility by building schools, connecting roads, especially electricity, across all these communities, so that when it is fully enrolled, they will have dormitories to sleep, they will have dining halls to eat, they will have multifunctional purpose facilities to accommodate the policy. Now, you cannot just get up and enroll policy without thinking through the effects.
Are you saying that the previous administration did not think through this policy before implementing?
Number of policies. Planting for food and job. A fantastic policy. Which was geared towards what? Food production and what? Effective boosting of our microeconomy. But Mr. L, be honest with me and our viewers. What was the successful aim of those policies?
No, but the point is that is a Ghanaian problem. It's not just the MPP problem.
It's not a previous right now, the success
when it comes to implementation,
the success that we are chopping today as 1 year in office NDC, it is because of leadership. If anybody is leading an organization, that organization's outcome is going to be determined coupled with the leadership style of the management. So for every policy or any organization to successfully achieve its purpose, leadership counts. So at the end of the day, I supported the Planting for Food and Job because it is transformative policy, which is going to make food very cheaper relatively in the market. But what did we see? To the extent that we went and borrowed food from ECOWAS. It is my government, Mr. Eric Opoku, that have went and serviced that upon having Planting for Food and Job for 7 years. So you could see that we have processes in implementing policies. One district, one dam. What was the purpose? It was for what? For irrigational purposes. For a year-on-round farming activity. We saw pit dug all over. Immediately once one sun dries its pay, it has become a gutter. That is what we saw. So we are taking our time, setting the foundation for a successful.
That time.
You see, it is about. You shouldn't forget the level of commitment, excitement that the NDC got as a result of the 2024 general elections. Some of these particular expectations are highly anticipated because everybody wanted change, everybody voted for change, everybody voted for change. But at the end of the day, not all of us can get at the time. As I sit here, I'm home myself, but we are still working. Home? Absolutely. So you see, so these are the realities on the ground. Obi de beba anopa, obi de beba china, bi ndu de so be de ebeba ahomachine anajo. So practically,
A child nejo.
but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, it is also good that we start proper. We start proper so that everybody can work. And the opinion, absolutely. I'm on platforms with a lot of people, frustrations, comments. It is well. It is well.
Oh,
absolutely. So the most important thing too is that
preach grassroots. Yes, it is well.
But at the end of the day, we must not hide the realities from the people. Yes, say Abruwa echi we dwaya. I just say OCC no. So at the end of the day, these are expectations that some of us we anticipated so much because the euphoria, the enthusiasm that everybody invested into what the 2024 elections. So at the end of the day, we want to encourage all the grassroots. We should have a bit of a time for the government. We can voice out our opinion. That's why all platforms are open for consultations, critics, and so on, so that collectively we can move our party and this country forward. If not for anything, the general Ghanaian people are enjoying the free reduction of what? Fuel price from 17 Ghana cedis to what? To 10 Ghana cedis today. If not for anything, we have a sustained energy sector. If not for anything, we have a security system that is what? Promoting businesses, encouraging investment. So basically, we are working so hard to make sure that the views, expectations of our grassroots and Ghanaians for that matter are well taken into consideration.
Now, your party has been in governance for some number of years. From 1992, Ghana moved into the republic, which has been stable.
Right.
Since then, your party has had the Jerry Rawlings leading.
Yeah.
It has the late Evans Fifi Atamils, through John Mahama also leading at a point.
Yeah.
Then we've got John Mahama led, went and came back. Right. So if for nothing, the NDC has been 3 successive leaderships so in this country. I mean, how can what are the priority areas for Ghana's development in the next decade? Because we are 69 years. What would you say the NDC has contributed? Nobody can take that away. That all parties involved in shaping the narratives of this country have brought us to some level. But I'm looking at the next decade.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the priority areas for Ghana's development in the next decade?
Okay.
From the NDC perspective.
Okay. As it stands now, before the question, this morning at Amankwa Farms in Community 3, yes, the Nkukon Kitinkiti program is ongoing over there where farmers, distinguished farmers for that matter, are having access to the Nkukon Kitinkiti project.
So farmers are the one doing the distribution?
No, that is where, that's the venue.
The venue for the project.
Exactly. So as we speak now, absolutely.
So I can also go there.
Absolutely.
I want like 100 beds.
You get. You get. So if you
we're doing poultry.
Okay.
Myself and Bernard.
Oh wow. We're
putting a team together. All the morning shoot.
Yeah.
To have poultry.
So you can quickly put yourself together, hit the MC's office. Quickly, we will facilitate that particular activity for you. As it stands right now, Community 3 at Amankwa Farms, the distribution of these birds are currently ongoing. So I want to commend the MC and also the president for this particular initiative. What is the purpose? To reduce the massive importation and boost local production, basically.
Are you giving it to people who are already in the poultry industry, who have the know-how, who have the machinery, who have the best, where to keep the best, or are you giving it to individuals to?
Before you can enroll on this particular project, you'll be assessed location, where to keep the beds, what are the processes that are involved. So a bit of a training is organized for new people. And those people that are in the process, they have some kind of experience, education on how to manage and treat their animals. So it is coupled. There are sections of people that are new, and there are already people that are into the business or into the farming, poultry farming already. So these are what are going on concurrently. So basically, if you have the time, you have the capacity, the location to keep these birds, why not? You are welcome. So back to the main topic. since independence, Ghana has seen a peaceful transfer of political power. That is one of the key things that democracy, Bernard, has brought to us as a country. But if you look at there's various sectors of our economy, those are basic, but most important things to what I think we have made a short of. The question that I'll ask is, what has been the function or the purpose of the National Development Planning Commission?
Yeah, was the vision for the country?
Yes. What are their challenges? What are their year-to-year or a decade report on issues of national development? That is why we in the NDC, we have always carved out our manifesto around this vision. What are they? Good healthcare, good education, good roads, for that matter. These are the primary objective or needs of every single Ghanaian, regardless of your class. So we have always carved out, as NDC, our manifesto around these particular issues of national importance. So basically, I think the review of the Constitution should be one of the key things that we should be discussing, because population is growing. Day in, day out, new issues are emerging. And you know, one of the key determinants of pressure on social amenities are what? The main one is what? Population growth. The existing facility, is it able to service the increasing demand of people of Krowa Municipal, Munkatama, Sutama West constituency, Ashama constituency? So we need to look at policies that to extend us into the future. Because if you look at most of the polyclinics across the country was built by the NDC government. Today, any cheap compound that you have seen across the country is facilitated and built by the NDC administration. What is the purpose and the vision? It was what? It was drawing healthcare closer to the people. Whereby if you are in community A, you don't need to travel and go to community SY before you can access healthcare. But at the end of the day, more needs to be done. We must strengthen our institution, most importantly, the national development agenda plans, so that you have continuity of of projects. One of the key things that have also distorted our development is political parties coming into office and abandoning projects. These are issues of public knowledge. We have seen a lot of e-blocks across the country that are left rot. I know today there are some Nkrumah policies and projects that are still in the bushes untouched. So this is a problem that we must fight, and we can only fight that by having a change of mind and of character. In Greek, it's called metanoia, having a change of mind and of character, and that should be inculcated into our educational system, where patriotism and nationalism is inculcated into the minds of the children from scratch. So you grow and you know what you want to do. You're going to serve your party with integrity, so that we will have a focused vision and then move our country. Other countries like Rwanda, they are moving very fast in terms of development, sanitation, and so on, technology for that matter. And we are here 69 years. So if Ghana were a human being, Anka Oya Bwakokra, practically near 70. But if you look at other countries
we started with, the Malaysias, the Singapore, the Asian tigers are far
ahead of us.
And now we go back to those nations
to go and borrow
money.
And the sad reality is that you go borrow for projects that we are starting project A and B with this particular quotation, which is not for free. We are going to service those that with reasonable interest. That has a cascading effect on we Ghanaians, for that matter. So at the end of the day, we should make sure that institutions work onto their mandate. That's why I05. As citizens, we put ourselves together, and by the help of engineers, we are able to construct reasonable within our community, without allowing the government to come. So that particular approach is one thing that we must also inculcate. Before the district assembly comes to your constituency to come and construct roads, it may be 10 years, 15, 20 years and over. I have lived in communities that, Bernard, the gutters that I saw growing up, I still see them today. But when we have deliberate policies, I have also seen district assemblies, previous administration taking individuals who want to facilitate these road connectivities to court because they don't have the pen. Meanwhile, it is come to serve a purpose for the community.
Because the assembly will tell you to bring the money to them.
You see,
for them to go and
so what happens? The intent.
We don't
Yes,
trust ourselves.
Absolutely.
So they wouldn't want to give you the money.
Basically, look, I normally use a community road in my area. We are working so hard as community members to facilitate so that we can make those roads very mortal because it's very dusty, very bumpy. We are making plans to bring an excavator to come and fill the big potholes and then compact it. For if not for anything, every 6 months it should be done. So our focus should be strengthening of state institutions, periodically remind them of their duties, and at the end of the day, enforcement should follow. If enforcement fails, punishment should follow. Because at the end of the day, we go to other other international countries to go and borrow and come and spend recklessly. And at the end of the day, I saw one post from China, if I'm right. I think one of their finance person was a corrupt official. They need to kill that person. You understand? Meanwhile, we go borrow from these people, come and spend recklessly on policies that are supposed to be transformational. And at the end of the day, we're still marking time. So though I am happy that Ghana is 69, but at the end of the day, the only benefit that we have enjoyed as a country is about independence, peaceful transfer of elections. But it does not metamorphose for our developmental project. To today, we don't have double roads that links Greater Accra to Kumasi. We don't have a double road that links Accra to Ho. We are still struggling.
We don't have double roads that leads
no.
Florida.
You understand? So for instance, if you are moving from Ashama to the Volta region, it is a single road. It is now that it has been expanded. So these are some of the things we are talking about. I pray for the successful implementation of these particular policies, purposely to create accessibility. You understand? Now, we still have communities today that are facing water challenges. And it has been there with us. What my government is doing differently is that we are engaging people and see the areas that have been overpopulated. It means the lines are not able to service them. Because when you open the tab, Bernard, before it gets to you, it is finished because of the various connections on the way. So expanding is needed. But if you have a clear vision that, Tema West, Bonkatamanso, Ashama constituency, this is the Tema region or the Eastern Corridor region. By the next 10 years, we are supposed to get 1, 2, 3 policies fully implemented. If it is road, let's get good roads connected. If it is accessible water, we should get them connected. If it is healthcare, we should have facilities that can accommodate and help citizens within that particular enclave. Aside that, we might be doing all it takes as political parties, NDC, NPP, and any future government, but at the end of the day, we will still be lagging behind.
Lagging behind because we've not been fully developed the potential of the National Development Commission.
Yes.
Whereas it's not more time for us as a nation to look at parties have their manifesto telling us exactly what they want to come and do, and then we have the national policy. This is the vision of the country. This is the mission that we are embarking on as a people. The short term, the medium term, the long term. What is the plan of the parties to be able to marry into
the national
perspective? It's not about time we start looking.
Yes. You see, practical example. Let me bring all of us our mind back to 2015. In the State of the Nation address that was held in Parliament as part of accountability and accounting to the people of Ghana, sona by the current president, Mr. John Dramani Mahama. He stated that in our constitution, it is stated that a time will come whereby we'll have a free SHS for that matter. But as a developing country, it is a process that never ends. So how do we start this? We don't just start a project because it is in the constitution. There should be facilities. There should be rules, regulation. In fact, the enabling environment should be created for that particular policy to be implemented. So in the vision and wisdom, as part of increasing accessibility in the educational sector, We are building schools across the country, whereby no region, no district is left out of this particular national cake. It is nationalistic. We strengthen institutions for their mandate should be seen. And one thing that I believe in so much is that when you are given a job that you can't do, I can't do, get somebody that is ready to do. Look, leadership, I say sometimes, is born with. Because I have seen people emerge as young leaders, but when they are given the duty, the job to do, they end up failing. Because look, they may have the edge, but it is inborn. You see? So we can groom people as political parties, and at the end of the day, fix them into office. But at the end of the day, is the person ready, willing to work actively on the purpose at which he or she has been appointed or elected? That is some of the things that we must begin to look at as a country. So collectively, NDC, MPP, we should sit down and begin to think of how fast we can develop. Look, as we stand today, what are the states of our railway system? Which is,
we failed.
You understand? Yes. So you see that it is a problem that we face as a country. And this is not about NDC, this is about the nation.
The national problem.
Our alternative road use till today. We still don't have maybe a simple sea transport system that can take you from Kaswa and come to Accra. It is sad.
We don't have the ban of where people fly on electronic train or the magnetic train.
You've seen
the magnetic train, which is used in China.
Yeah. So basically,
where you can be in the northern sections.
Yes. You know, for instance, I was in the northern region, Grusa South to be specific, Fumbisi. It is a very huge land area where you can see miles away. And I
always see Fumbisi to be one of the things that Ghana should have taken advantage of in terms of the climate to do as good by creating the solar farms in that area, because that climate there is different than all other parts of the East region.
I have been there, so I know what you are talking about. And it comes to rice production. They have one of the finest, finest fertile land for rice. You understand?
It's so like going to the northeast and going to Nabongo Valley. Yeah. So I asked myself, what are we doing as a nation in terms of agriculture? Yeah. And we always say rhetoric. Yeah. All the parties, you all do the same thing. Oh, Ghana will be the food basket for the Sahel. We talk beautifully. But my question, what specific sectors, looking at the current NDC government, will prioritize when it comes to development?
Okay. Development can only happen if we intertwine and couple the sectors of our economy. You must have a robust educational sector. You must have a robust economy. You must also have a robust security sector. These are sectors.
You mentioned 3 sectors.
Yes. These are critical.
Education,
yes.
Security.
Yes.
And then economy. Okay.
Health.
I'll come back. 4. Health.
These are the major ones that we need to tackle, and my government is doing that. Now, in the aspect of agriculture, every day we eat, every day we drink. Do we have a national policy that is driving agriculture? The farmers, our Ghanaian dedicated farmers,
cocoa farmers are crying.
Most especially.
I'm sure we have more.
Oh, they be say. You see, sometimes when the realities come.
Did you see doctor in the central region?
Well, there are a lot of videos. Yes, engaging the farmers. Yes.
You see the Samuel Wuku.
Yes. You see, let me tell you, Mr. L. One interesting thing that we must accept is that the Ghanaian people are enlightened. So when my brother is lying to me, I know that you are lying to me. When you are telling me the truth, I know. Today, cocoa farmer may not be educated, but the cocoa farmer's son, daughter, grandson is very educated. And when it comes to the cocoa sector, you know we have factors that determine price, international pricing window at the end of the day. So for an MPP farmer to say that we are crying, the government is killing us by its policies, by cutting down our expected price for a bag of cocoa, it is so ridiculous because let me tell you, the farmer today knows the factors that determine price. So when a government is coming, you are making empty promises, they know. Because look, for every farmer to do farming and have it benefit, they know what it takes. Farm input, cultivation, weedicide and so on. And my government, previously and now, we are supporting farmers with farm inputs.
Did you promise to change the farm gate price?
That is not a promise, but at the end of that is the reality that we are faced with. Today, Ivory Coast, our neighbors have also...
I'm looking at...
Yes.
Before.
No.
6,000.
What was that? You can determine on the pricing window to make projections, which may increase... It
wasn't a promise.
Absolutely.
It was a projection.
A projection.
By the end this.
Absolutely.
So my viewers are listening.
Oh, why not? So at the end of the day, this is the reality. Because what our friends were doing is that if the market price fall for this commodity, which is subjected to what? Flat fluctuation, they go borrow. If you are supposed to give it 1,000, because you don't have that value in the market, you are going to end up having 750 Ghana cedis and short for 350. So now when that happens, instead of them speaking really the real issues to the farmers, they go and borrow to come and pay you the 1,000, which means they always have a shortfall to go and pay as in loans, grants, and so on. And it is we, the citizens, that are going to bear that cost again. So instead of you solving the problem, you go borrow to cover up the problem, and the problem still exists, and it is killing us. What the government is doing differently is that a weedicide bottle that was used to sold at 75 Ghana cedis today is 25-30 Ghana cedis. So the cost of farming has been reduced marginally because those chemicals, we don't produce them here, they are imported. So if the exchange rate from 17 Ghana cedis can hit 10 Ghana cedis, so relatively, you could see that there is what? A reduction in the cost of farming itself. Coupled with what? The government supporting farmers with farm inputs, fertilizer, weedicide, and so on. Mechanizing farming for the purpose of what? And making sure that the farmer have a liberal environment to do effective farming. And when the reality set in, we must be very honest to our people. Because one of the key determinants of a good governance is what? For you to be very realistic and be very honest to the people. And so far, so good. We have seen in my party for the past 1 year, all the sectors of the economy, the finance, agriculture, roads, agribusiness, infrastructure, housing, are engaging the good people of Ghana day in, day out about the state of affairs, where we got the power from, the challenges that existed, and the things we are doing, policy we are implementing for a successful implementation of those particular policies. So at the end of the day, accounting to the people is very, very important. And my government as an NDC is making sure that every step of the way, we engage the good people of Ghana in all languages, updating them on issues of national interest, which cocoa farmers are so much in tune with. So this particular matter, it is our friends at the NPP that is making politics out of it. It is better they come on board, propose solutions, alternative ways of handling this particular matter, rather than speaking somewhere and be throwing forceful into the system, forgetting that the farmer knows the factors that determine prices, and the farmer's son and daughter, grandson, understand the factors that determine cocoa prices in this country. So we must be very real to ourselves as a country.
Well, being real to ourselves brings me to this section that for all these years, is it that Cocoa Board has not been profitable as an entity?
Cocoa Board has been one of the most profitable entities that we have, but what is the difference? Management. Mr. L, look, in the agriculture space,
if you lead an entity,
right,
and you always don't have money, but you need to go borrow money to come and buy it, I don't get it.
Very well. You see, it is done on farming seasons. So now, if you check very well, we have taken the ministry, the Cocoa Board, out of the Agriculture Ministry, and it's now under the finance. You understand?
What is the rationale behind doing that?
Very good.
In the sense that,
right,
if you look at the number of people that have been employed under the Cocoa Board,
right,
over 10,000.
So basically,
And we are paying over $12 million.
every month.
I mean, what's wrong with us?
So now, as part of restructuring and reset,
That's how we did it, Ghana Telecom.
yes.
Put it there and the parties come and throw their people in.
So what we are doing right now is that we are identifying the problem, finding ways, practical ways for that matter, not empty talk or paper document talk. Practical measures of fixing these particular problems. So the Finance Ministry, the Economic Management Committee, chaired by Professor Jenana Opoku-Agyeman, is working around the clock to see where the leakages are, where the problems are. Right now, in the case of ECG, you saw that citizens and even ECG people, workers there, oppose the what? Privatization of certain parts. That is revenue collection and mobilization. Why was that particular opposition? That it has been identified that that is where some of the leakages come from. So now, if we give that particular office or aspect of the ECG tax revenue collection into a private hand, what happens to private companies in this country? They do so well. They maximize their profit on time. So at the end of the day, our activities should be worked on. That's why I said we should begin to inculcate it under primary schools, kindergarten, so that at the end of the day, you grow and become responsible citizens. If not for anything, Mr. L, what are we fighting for in this world?
What are we fighting for in this world? 053715. I know Bernard will want to come in the mic.
Absolutely.
Before Bernard comes in, I just want to find out how does the NDC plan to address Ghana's unemployment challenges? That's Bernard, why did you say?
I've always been lamenting about, unemployment. It's the reason we had, a session of, and I want to ask Christian what he thinks about it. A section of the NDC youth who are so angry about the fact that a government entity is funding women of valor activities.
They are bringing the good board stuff.
The good board.
So rather we put two things on your head. How is your party trying to deal with this, address the unemployment situation going forward? And then he has started with it.
You see,
good board thing.
there are so many dynamics to these particular matters. First of all, I will start with the gold board. The gold board, its main purpose or mandate is to market our precious mineral as say and sell and make forest or revenue to the state, working in consultation with the Finance Ministry. Basically, that particular entity is not a profit-making entity. They are to collect responsibly
the
environment
for people to strive.
Absolutely. So now, we are in the political space whereby, in all honesty, a lot of eyes are on Gold Board. Because, one, the leadership of Gold Board, there is a school of thought that says that it is early days yet for such a sensitive office to be given to my boss, Honorable Sami Gyamfi, doing so well at that particular sector. Now, so far so good. You have not seen. Have you seen the formal letter of sponsorship to this particular event? Let me tell you, the MPP today is ready, prepared to see any foreshot. Even if there's no foreshot, they try to create.
So you think the MPP is creating?
Absolutely.
But these are supporters, grassroots, NDC grassroots.
You see,
across social media,
yes,
they are agitating,
yes.
they are angry. They have made posts about how MPP helps their grassroots, but the NDC neglects the grassroots. People are angry, and they are not supporters of the NPP. These are
like I want us to disassociate grassroots politicking with Gold Board. Okay. The concerns of grassroots are quite legitimate.
They want jobs.
Absolutely.
So
but for us to link it with Gold Board and Gold Board's functions, that is where I have a bit of a problem.
No, they feel that the Gold Board is sponsoring.
That's when I told you that everybody's eyes is on the Gold Board.
So you believe that thing is coming spin by the end?
Absolutely. Look, we were in this country where Mr. Intim Fodjo came and told us that.
Did you hear that?
He came. He told us that a certain helicopter or plane came to Ghana, brought cocaine to Ghana or took cocaine out of Ghana. When we probed that particular matter, it was false. The 240 million issues that they brought on board that Gold Board has incurred, it is also false.
No, but the point is that, that was an IMF report.
You see,
that suggests that the risk factor, what goes into the buying and what is sold in the market, the risk is pushed to the BOG.
The bottom line is that
you borrowed my boss's word. You need to pay for it.
The bottom line is that
you need to pay for it repeatedly twice.
I hear my boss. So basically, we must allow.
Word again.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a listener of him.
No, maybe. But you need to sign. You need a signature.
Thank you. Well accepted. So we should identify that grassroots concerns are quite different from the functions and operation of Gold Board. The question is, ask yourself, why is it that anytime any issue comes about is the Gold Board? Let me tell you, the Gold Board is a strategic venture purposely for our economic benefit, which is nationalistic. Okay? So concerns can be there, issues can be there, but at the end of the day, we should allow state institutions to work. We accept critics, suggestions, but at the end of the day, should link it to what? Matters of job opportunities and sponsorship. Please, we should make sure that we separate these two matters, because they are different issues altogether. Somebody that may be a grassroots can equally get an employment at Gold Board. You understand? It doesn't also mean that when the opportunity doesn't come, we should be lambasting it and be making sure and make it seem as if Gold Board is not doing anything positive. Today, the finance minister has stated clearly that the successes that we've chopped in strengthening of our city by the influx of reserves from the Ghana Gold Board is as a result of what? The stability that we have seen in our city.
I think Christian is not getting the point. The point is not about people raising concerns about the efficiency or profitability of Gold Board. These are NDC grassroots who are agitated, who are angry that they don't have jobs. They brought the party to power through their toil, their hard work, campaigning on the side, including yourself, which I am very much aware of. But they have not had any opportunities. And then Gold Board goes out there to sponsor Women of Valor program. That is where the agitation is coming from.
So I will say again.
I was saying that it was not screened by the NPP.
Well, so
it's by their own people.
My honest view is that I have not seen that particular matter. I've heard it in the news for some days now, but myself I have not chanced on the document that says that yes, Gold Board has actually sponsored so and so people for this particular. Let me tell you today.
You didn't mention that Gold Board is to create
the enabling environment.
So if it's sponsoring a Ghanaian outfit to showcase the Ghanaian brand of our gold to the world, is it wrong?
It is not.
So why is your grassroots so
You see, right now, what people from the other side are doing is that they create something and they link it and they jump on it and make it as if say everybody is frustrated one way or the other.
Oh, so your grassroots are frustrated?
Most of them are frustrated. That is the reality on the ground. Because the expectation is that everybody needs jobs. But as you speak today, not everybody can get a job at the same time. People have gotten opportunities to work at agencies and other places. They are grassroots. They are Ghanaians. So for somebody's employment opportunity to come at a particular time doesn't mean all of us will be left behind just like that. And at the end of the day...
How long?
Oh, Mr. L, I want to use this particular studio as a case study.
Yes,
before budgetary allocation will be made to this particular entity, individuals are affected. Their services are affected. So imagine we bring 5 other people to come and be the morning show host. Is there not going to be an extra cost on the CEO? Practically, before that can be done, we need to scale up. We need to run multiple programs before such particular, because you cannot run a show from morning to evening. It will be very exhausting. So at the end of the day, we are first of all creating an enabling environment to what? Create opportunities. That is why the government policies are changed towards what? Creating jobs for ourselves by supporting individuals. Ejuma Perura. And other projects and policies that are ongoing.
Are they just mania jobs, or they are jobs that intentionally have been created that is going to last longer?
I was so surprised when one MP, it was a video that I saw, I don't remember the MP's name, that they were on the program, and people, no, not a Jumura program, they were at a certain program, and one gentleman was very much happy and enthused to see the honorable. So the honorable gave me the mic that, hey gentleman, take the microphone, tell me what you can do. You ended up saying choboy. So at the end of the day, how ready are we as youth to also to take advantage of what? Employment opportunities.
But
so
it is like 1 in
yes, 1 in 1,000. But that is the reality on the ground. Look, when you come to Bachuna, for instance, engage the people and see what they want to do. And when you listen to them, there are many stuff, which sometimes the central government can provide. You understand? That is the reality on the ground. So when the enabling environment is created,
we address this.
One, engaging the people, engage them and tell them that, hey, this is the reality on the ground.
We're not engaging them.
Oh, some people are doing
They
them.
are getting so angry.
You see, the elections that you won, is coming with some sort of pressure. Chief, you have no idea the number of calls we receive on a daily basis. As we are here, my phone has been ringing.
You call.
My phone has been ringing with expectations.
Let's find out from Mr. Bamon.
Who am I going to call?
That's a question. Go give us the numbers. Let's also call.
So ideally, the government is working so hard to create the enabling environment. For me, for instance, I keep on advocating for what? Taking advantage of the environment and create opportunities for ourselves, because the government can't do it all.
Government can't do it all. We're having a conversation with the man, Christian Teacher, who speaks for the NDC. Now, the Gold Board is doing well, according to Kwame. Kwame sends this one. He said, good morning to you, General. Interestingly, a Gold Board is doing well, but we shouldn't be singing the praises now. Edward say, I'm listening to you from Taifa. Chairman, I've been following traces with you, and I love your engagement with Chris. Thank you so much, my friend, and then for those of you listening. Now, for the benefit of our viewers, Gold Board will say in 2025 it formalized previously smuggled gold, boosting gold exchange by $2.8 billion US. And this has strengthened Ghana's international reserves, stabilized the exchange rate, and also reduced external debt cost. So the Gold Board facilitated 103 tons of gold export in 2025, up from 63.6 tons in 2024. So 2025, they upped it by 103 tons. They've also reduced smuggling, improved price transparency, and exchange currency stability. Ghana saved between $266 to $318 million in annual interest costs by formalizing gold exports. So these are some of the things that have been done so far with the Gold Board. And that brings me to my final one. Bernard, you have something for him?
Yes, so I still want to understand the movement of the Cocoa Board from Agric to the Finance Ministry. Is it that the government is focused more on funding of cocoa activities or on the management of cocoa proceeds?
Yeah.
Because I thought, cocoa is an agric venture.
Yeah.
And so if there was any suitable ministry that should oversee its operations and activities, it should have been agric. So why would the president move it from agric? Is it that previously they have mismanaged stuff? The agric ministry has not had much impact or oversight over the operations of Gold Board, and so now it should be under. Is it that we are changing the purpose for Cocoa Board altogether, or we want to ensure that finances are well managed?
Okay, with that particular aspect, you know, some of these decisions are taken at cabinet, and cabinet, Ministry of Finance, executive, and reps from all the agencies go to discuss on issues of the current state of Cocoa Board, and they are working around the clock. And I'm sure Mr. Dr. Randy Ambe is going to give us an account on this particular accession, reasons why they need to move Cocoa Board from Agric into the Ministry of Finance, so that all of us can have a bit of information and knowledge about the decisions, reasons why. And one thing I know for sure is that this particular government is taking decisive decisions that will benefit us more. One, we are talking about efficiency, proper management, and oversight. You understand?
Yeah.
Because if you look at the conduct of the finance ministry, we have seen a lot of physical discipline. One of the key things that has gotten us a lot of results. So basically, we should all sit down and wait for the outcome of the accountability series that will be held by Mr. Dr. Randy Ambe, so that at the end of the day, we can know the reasons that went to the cabinet decision of this particular decision. But you should be rest assured that whatever decision that has been taken by this particular government, it is towards strengthening our institution, efficiency, responsible management for that matter, that will have the direct benefit on us as a country.
The MP, since you are here, let me ask you this question. The NDC has been reorganizing, you know, getting people to register in the various branches. Soon there will be elections across the various stages, you know, of the party, from the branch to constituency, ward, regional elections, and then national elections. Not too long ago, Fifi Kwete, the party's general secretary, said that for everyone who is currently holding a position in government, if you want to contest to become a party leader, whether branch executive, regional executive, constituency executive, national executive, you would have to resign 6 months to the election. And you know that some of the great people, I would say, who brought the NDC to power, including lawyer Sami Jemfi himself, Mustafa Gbande, Malik Basintali, you know, Dr. Louisa Hannah Bisiu, and all, you know, all of those folks at the national level. In the regional level, the same thing. We had Nana Hima here. I asked her the same question. You know, what is your opinion? Do you support the call that if you want to contest to become a party executive, you need to resign 6 months so that you can contest and become a party executive, or you disagree with the general secretary's position?
Okay. As part of reorganization of the various structures of the NDC, as you rightly indicated, it starts from the branch. After branch elections are organized, it moves straight to the constituency. After constituency elections are done, it goes to the region. After regional elections are done, it goes to national. That has been the structures. And as it stands now, we started reorganizing our base from the 10th of March to the end of the month. So basically, the decision came as a shock, the sad news, and also as a good news, depending on the side that you are standing. One, other people might say or think that this is a harsh decision, but at the end of the day, it is also to create enabling environment for new breeds of leaders. One of the key reasons they stated was that for the purposes of giving a playful ground for all candidates, you know that you are in government. Practically, you'll be more resourceful financially, with conditions that can make you have
upper hand
on other emerging candidates. So basically, it is a 50-50 matter. For the young ones that will be emerging as new leaders, it's going to create a lot of opportunities for the young ones. You understand? And also, since the current people that are in government positions are not sitting down idle, it is also ideal and prudent that they focus on their job so that the government purpose
will be achieved. So in other words, you support the general secretaries.
You see, I'm hitting it from two sides. I don't want to be seen as I'm supporting. I don't want to be seen as... No, this is the reality on the ground. So, now that the vision of the president is that all agencies, institutions should work effectively. And immediately a CEO, a director, deputy director is out to go and campaign, inefficiencies happen. The government machinery will not be able to function at that particular sector well. So as part of making sure that the government succeeds on its vision and mandate that promised to Ghanaians, all appointees should stay in office, work effectively for the achievement of vision purpose at which we were elected for. And at the end of the day, create new opportunities for the new ones coming for the purpose to serve, because one person can also not be at the office forever.
But don't you think that if that holds, if that stands, the NDC will be losing some of its fine brains? I mean, look at lawyer Sammy Gyamfi, the communication prowess that he brought. If you compare that to, I'm not saying they didn't do well, but Sammy, in fact, even the opponents who talk about it, was on top of his game. Malik Basintale, Hannah Bisiu, and co. You can see that these were great guys. They did their job very well to bring the NDC into office. So if this particular directive holds, don't you think that the NDC will be losing some of the fine brains, and don't you think it will worry or it will disturb the chances of winning the next election?
Well, it will not disturb the chances of winning the next election, because myself, for instance, I'm a product of Sammy Gyamfi. It is by his innovativeness that some of us have our way to find us in the communication space. The dynamics that he brought on board gave a lot of arm and branches, breed of young communicators, not only communicators, communicators that come with what? Substance, basically. So for Sammy Gyamfi as a man that may not be coming again, it is a big blow and a loss to us. But at the end of the day, I know people to have studied enough, prepare themselves to take advantage of opportunities if there is any. And one thing that I know for sure is that there is no way Sammy Gyamfi wouldn't come and contest again. Malik Basintale, my boss, wouldn't come and contest again, and will not have people to replace them. That one I doubt. Because as it stands, people are going under trading, are studying and learning from these same people. So at the end of the day, it is a 50-50 situation. But for it to have an effect on elections, I doubt.
But Mr. L, just before that, Sammy is a young guy. Right. Malik is a young guy. In fact, even Dr. Hannah Bisiu is not that old. Yeah. So most of the executives who, if this directive holds, will not be contesting are young folks. Don't you think that you are taking them out of the party's, leadership a bit too early? Are you not, because these are fine brains, and of course you may get replacement, but you may not have people who can do exactly as they did. Okay. Don't you think that you are depriving the party of some competence, of some fine brains, young minds who have the ability to do what they did to bring the party into office?
Bernard, the fact of the matter is that where I will have a problem is maybe when NEC says that all individuals that are in government positions, appointed by the government in agencies, ministries, and so on, will never come and contest or speak. That's where I'll have a bit of a problem.
Okay.
But the situation is that if you have an intention, there is a go ahead, but you must resign 6 months to the elections. And the explanation Mr. Fifi gave was that for the purpose of giving a free, fair playing ground for other new people that will be coming on board, you will resign 6 months to the elections to come and campaign and engage with your people, so that at the end of the day, you not become too powerful over the new candidate. So it's more or less like a balance in the particular decision that will be taken. So, and the leaders know the reasons why this particular decision was taken. Just that I thought that it should have been more of an engagement to seek the views of the party in a larger extent from the branches, constituency, before such decisions are taken. Because it has a cascading effect on us as a party. But as it stands now, if anybody has the intention, the rules are very clear. 6 months to the elections, you must declare your intention by resigning and come and then face your contest to come and work for party. But since you are in government, you don't have the intention, you can focus on government and make sure that the vision of the party is actually actualized.
053-715-8638 is the number, so you can join us now. We've been hanging out this morning with Christian Tete, Tema West NDC Communication member in Greater Accra, I will join that. Unfortunately, the MPP guy Enoch couldn't join us today. Looking forward to see how Enoch will fare tomorrow. Edward Williams versus tomorrow. But we're looking forward to have that engagement. So you can also join us. Also, which we have stream come and I know the BBQ and seminar and common aid in the BB and Tosu who need clarification. So the announcement. As I said, about born, maybe I also will be 053-715 60 seconds, about 1 minute now. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. I'm saying, now, Mr. Offer and on my phone, I will TV the volume of a cough. Please lower the volume on your TV set. We have conversation on the phone. Not via the TV. 0537158638 is the numbers. Well, you were telling me some of the things the NDC is going to do to deal with address the unemployment situation in the country.
Yeah. So one, engagement.
Engagement is a key.
Yes, engage the people on matters of national importance, the situation of the economy. How many people?
All right, hold it. Hello, good morning. Nyame adomo me ho ye na won so e
na ngana je sai on ba jawu ni chichi ni bi se ye ya ni kana kuni ni mu na sana ka tin irma gana ni ka tin na ma sina la chi tin ne wa ya ti mai kuni ti ko chakano fo no yes skap prepare timenu skap kala ana fonction de son politique ala yi déficience et puis ça dit pas tout à fait dans le na ba ko pour le président comme comme on dit skap prepare parce pas de sous dans progrès ni ko c'est le cas de montrer nous déjà beaucoup de scale puis à ouais on va le plateforme comme quand on se fait cardinal à tout pour ce scale c'est ça il y a pas de non on peut pas faire ça on peut pas faire ça c'est ce qu'on va faire au bon n'a pas tout carré c'est lui qui a mis le mot ça comment on peut parler de après donc il y a le ma je ne peux pas en de vitesse après on est ça on va se faire comment on peut faire fouiller on a et tout dans le diable et bien on va pas nous doit ça papa
okay. Yes, yeah, that's offer 60 seconds, 1 minute. And we see from no being so afro. I said, actually, sanity line. I said, actually, offer. What's national Ocasaria 60 seconds. No, what born one time and kill travel back o'clock. 1 minute, boyishi. No, echo. Sa 0537158638 is the numbers. We're hanging out this morning with Christian Tete, a communication team member of the NDC. For those of you sending me SMS asking where is the MPP person, well, we did what we have to do.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good Honorable Joe.
Hey, Honorable Joe Kaula.
Alafi.
Chiguya.
Come there, sir.
Right, Joe, 60 seconds. Let's go.
Okay. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Joe.
I started on the news and motivation. Yeah. NDC as a country, it's a good party. But what I am appealing the president that the youth need jobs. It is some of us, I may not police people say that I am disappointed when we know. I know we cannot all get back at the same time. Some have got it, others have not yet. I am also part of those who have not got the first place with the opposition. Because the way and manner we suffered in opposition period, some of us are still suffering like that. And that is why some of us have stopped calling. I've been heard from me again.
Yeah, it's been a long while.
Because it's like our people have forgotten about. And we suffer. We sacrifice. Please, my appeal to them, they should not make a mistake to forget us. We equally have people who look up to us and follow the path. Those who have gotten, they should look back. They should develop short memories. They should look back and get understanding that some of us are still suffering. So please, we need jobs. The president is doing well. We should continue. And we should tell his appointees that they should not be selfish. They should never be selfish. The NDC suffered and brought it back to power. They shouldn't make any mistake to send us back to the opposition. There's nothing on the party decision. For me, I support it 100%. If you know you are a party executive and you are holding a position, you have gotten an appointment, it's a matter of choice. You either relinquish the position and concentrate on the party issue, or you move it to somebody else to occupy. Secretary is a brilliant guy, and I like him. I continue to like him. Yes. But we do not think that everybody is the basic right person. There are others who can also contribute just as many every day. So for me, the decision the party took, I support 100%. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much, Honorable Joe, all the way from the northern region, Tamale to be precise. It's been a long time he's joined us. He said he's peeved because your party is not looking at them. 0537158638 is the numbers. You can join us. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a tete-a-tete. Got a few more minutes for our viewers to also contribute to today's edition of the National Policy Focus. Attention is on 69 years. We are still accounting for each other. What is going on with the parties involved?
Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Hey. Good morning. My name is Joseph from Tema.
Okay, from Tema. Let's hear you.
Yeah, that's my senior comrade here. Now he has done well for his submission.
Senior comrade.
What I'll say is that concerning the decision the party has taken from the General Secretary, that's a very good one there. So that they will not deviate from what the party are doing in government. I'll take kudos to my senior comrade.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. From you didn't tell us your name. I think he has left. I think he mentioned a name. Is it Enoch or Joe? Joe from Tema.
That voice sounds very soft.
From Tema. 0537158638 is the number. So bet me have friend. Obanyo trawa time yomi. Manya mafia 0537158638. Let's get to hear you. Got a few more minutes on the phone lines, and then we start wrapping it up, wishing those celebrating their birthday today. And I want to say a very good morning to Mrs. Georgina Fiagbenu, Senior Communications, NTN Ghana. Celebrating a birthday, right? Yeah, Mrs. Fiagbenu. And I say good morning to all of you other 053711. Yeah, you were saying something before the caller came through.
Yeah. So engagement is one of the key things.
The key thing, engagement.
Yes. Okay. Engage the people of Ghana, which we are doing. What are the needed opportunities? How many people can we employ a year or quarterly? what are the...
Who are thinking the 133 will cure this mischief?
No, the 133, it is also in motion.
Okay.
That is going to be private sector led, which I know we are working so hard for. So at the end of the day, we should focus on engaging the people first and foremost. Let the people know that before employment can be given, there should be budgetary allocation for payment that is done at the end of every month. If that is established, then we engage the people. Yes, this is what is going to be like. These are the agencies that we need this number of people, so that we keep the Ghanaian people informed day in, day out, as we are doing in all the agencies. So I will also plead that everyone is bringing their concerns, and I'm sure and I know that the party leadership from the constituency level, regional level to national level are listening to whatever the grassroots concerns are, and I know for sure practical measures are being taken to tackle some of these issues. You may not be surprised that this particular NEC decision might even be a way of what? Keeping people in employment and also creating employment opportunities for the younger ones. So at the end of the day, it's a mixed situation. The expectation is huge, but the government is doing its best to make sure that we keep our people engaged and make them understand that this is where we are and these are the things that we are doing to help ourselves and help the country moving forward.
0537158638. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
But you would in the baby of Refi.
D4 Paul.
D4 Paul.
I'm free Castle, yes.
Okay, D4 NTO.
Oh,
okay. Amen.
I think my father can say, "Oh my, you woman, you know, in the back. Now you more my. Now I think about say you share a mambo, MPP, a mambo, near share NDC, a mambo. Different years and they will. My fast MPP and to NDC. Me I never qua. I'm a man, I'm mambo, can I say? Mama Bali, Musa Ubia or Gamma has and never Pema, Mahama Baya on the fish. Bibia Swatity. Oh, Bibia Swatity. Shamuchina Gamma Boy and Echo. No Creta the Yankan. Or when we no Creta, Yankan. But never qua. Mestre, a crystal pulling the move over my mother. Yes, so in your pie. And for more mine. Young more pie and for more mine. I can go putting my people with them or my and more. Mestre, a kid of war, me now, I think me now or mine and from my one night at the say you. You may not be needing it. And woman, let me give it and rather more mine about calling. So you will, and people. No, ya se está o ba no be ye le ya. Ya be twa ba ta ko ko we die. E ki so boye mi le na. Ya mi shira mo ka mo.
Yo. Amen.
Amen.
Ya mi shira on so 0537158638 is the numbers. 0537158368 is the numbers. Me enter one car and then pay. Hello, good morning. Ma TV no volume no enko form me pa chop. The medium. Yen kasa o phone no so. Ma TV no volume no conform na ya kasa o phone no so. But you within the baby of Refi. Hello. As we intervene now, man, so say offer no ama TV volume no akofom. Ye din komo ewo 34 no so. 0537158638 is the numbers. 053-715-8638 is the numbers. Mayente wonka enche bia yede evention course no ebeba awiye na mapike. Hello, morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
I don't know you.
Yes, your name, where you're calling us from?
I don't know you.
Yes.
Yes. Hello. I think we've lost him. Hello, good morning.
That's an interesting caller.
Hello, good morning. Morning. Well, I think I've lost that caller. 053-715-8638. But 10:25 penny the phone calls na benny and your birthday wishes my picking final thought of my team here. Then we say bye bye to you. Into Bowrimony and 053-715-8638 and numbers no. 053-715-8638 and numbers no. Okay, so whilst waiting, let's do this birthday wishes. Let's do this birthday wishes first, and then I come back to my team here, and there we go. Let's start with Madam Mrs. Georgina Esari-Fiagbenu. Yes, so today is your birthday. Madam Georgina Esari-Fiagbenu is a convener for and the host of Timekeeping. At the same time, is a senior communications MTN Ghana. Today is her birthday, and we wish her the best for the year. A happy birthday, Mrs. Georgina Esari-Fiagbenu. Wishing you a fantastic year ahead, filled with joy, success, and all your heart desires. So that is from us here in MBN TV to you and me, myself, and I, Elsa Mills, to you. Now the next person is wishing her mother, the entire family, happy birthday to Mama Felicia Opong at Asante Mampong Nkwanta. We wish you long life with good health and many more blessings. From Ben Edusei, Robert, and all your children. They are wishing you, Madame Felicia Opong at Asante Mampong Nkwanta, a happy birthday, long life, good health, and many more blessings. So those are the few birthday wishes that has come in this morning. Well, let me go to our guest, our big guest in our midst, Christian Tete, who speaks for the Tema West, is a member of the communication team Tema West, NDC, the National Democratic Congress, the party in power. The party in power, and also he also happens to be the Greater Accra person. Now, let me pick 1 minute of your final thoughts that we can go.
Okay, I want to thank everybody, most especially the President of the Republic of Ghana, by keeping to the promises given to Ghanaians. Some of them are a bit of a delay, but I know for sure that all these matters will be addressed accordingly. I'm so happy that today when we're going to the pump to buy fuel, instead of buying it at 17 Ghana cedis, to get it at a little bit above 9, that's 10.28 and 9.99 approximately. So we have an efficient reduction in fuel prices. Food commodities has been reduced marginally. We have seen effective management of our economy, the CD, the dollar emission for that matter. We have seen the investor confidence boosted. We have seen a sustained energy sector. These are the indications that yes, Ghana is on track. This is also going to bring a lot of investment on board by enhancing the private sector for jobs opportunities to be created, because government can't employ everybody at the same time. So when the enabling environment is created, the private sector will create employment that will also reduce the pressure of unemployment issues in this country and also expand the micro economy. And when that happens, citizens are able to feel a bit of a relief in the system.
Okay.
So far, so good. Road constructions are ongoing, expanding single road to dual carriages across the country. And I pray that may the good Lord continue to strengthen Honorable Kwame Agbodza for this particular tax, working there in India to make sure that all contractors are paid on time, effective delivery, correct accessibility, and enforcement is ongoing.
All right.
Fast track of national projects. So I want to commend Honorable Kwame Agbodza for this particular human work. In fact, the whole country has turned to a construction site, and it's very remarkable. So when you travel from Ashama to heading towards Akosombo, the road is rapidly ongoing, and this is very, very commendable.
All right, let me pick 10 seconds of your time.
Mr. Ayal, so I would just want to give, what we've been talking about with regards to young people who are supporters of political parties, that beyond going out to campaign, beyond making the noise and all of that, add value to yourself, learn a trade, acquire a skill, go to school, build yourself up so that when there is an opportunity, you can benefit. Otherwise, you continue to be frustrated all the time. And people who you think were not part of, the effort to bring the party into power will end up benefiting because they really position themselves. Beyond everything, build relationships. If not, you will just be shouting and nobody knows you even exist. Build relationships, build networks.
All right, I want to say a big thank you to our viewers, our callers, our testers, to the entire team that put this production together. We say we love you. So we're back again. My name is El Samuels. I did this together with Bernard Agbemo Eduji. And I want to say a big thank you to Christian Tete for joining us. Have a good morning.